Hello, good evening, good afternoon, goodbye. No, that's not right. Glenn's with us.
Hi.
How you doing, Glenn?
Oh, hi. I'm fine. How are you?
Yeah, not too bad. I'm a bit bewildered. I've just been flicking through the comments and I saw a real random pop up. Good grief, what are people doing here already? Phil makes me do this. Phil makes me do this. I see all. How you keeping? Don't roll across that way. You're blocking the yellow chair.
Hashtag free the Glam one. You all right?
Yeah, not too bad.
Yeah.
I'm trying to calm the bouffant hair again. We're post kickboxing frizz at the moment, and
you need some frizzies from John Frieda.
Should do.
Yeah, that'll do the world a good.
Yeah. I set up my surround speakers on my soundbar this weekend.
I know.
Yeah, I was very impressed. I was doing a video about the player that I've got and stuff like that, and I thought, you know what, I'm going to test a couple of discs out. So watched a couple of things streaming. The kids have been on it, so I've been listening to Star Wars Phantom Menace through the surround and getting really good separation on it, as you should. But I had some time to myself this afternoon, so I thought, I know what, I'm going to put the Roadhouse 4K on. I thought I'll need that surround. I thought I wanted to hear Jeff Healey band popping all around me. And I got out my Arrow Video 4K Roadhouse disc, and I wanted some musical goodness in my ears. And I'll tell you what, I was a bit underwhelmed with the sound on that disc. I don't think it's probably because of the age of the thing, but I don't think they've done a lot of work with the music or anything like that. So what I thought was going to be all encompassing and envelop me in the atmosphere, it just felt a bit lacking to me.
What was the picture quality like?
It looked reasonable. I didn't linger on it for too long. It was the sound that I was looking for on that one, but I will be sitting and watching it very soon, hopefully.
So potentially another underwhelming 4K release. Potentially.
I don't know. I've not watched it all the way through, and I've not had a good look at the picture. So the jury's out on what the picture will be like. But I was just a little bit underwhelmed by the sound. But
okay.
I can't be on what I watched because I didn't watch that. But so things have been ticking on with the room anyway. But I'll talk about that a little later because I want to say hi to people in the chat if that's okay with you.
There's an awful lot of people. Yes.
Yeah. We've got with us, he was in early, we've got Big Jace. Good evening, Big Jace. First for a comment, and number one crown at the moment was Jeremy Carr, who says, don't forget to like. He also said hi, but I liked that comment that said, don't forget to like, because I don't want people to forget to like. AJ Pink's been and gone, I think. AJ says, hey, everyone, hope you're all well. Won't be able to watch live, but we'll catch up tomorrow.
Oh, AJ, you wait till the end. Honestly, it's brilliant. It's
He also left his question as well, so I'll swing back around to AJ's question a little later on. We've got Adam in NYC. Just had time to shovel the salt and salt the walkway. Brr. Hi everyone.
Brr.
Adam's in New York, so it sounds very frosty out there. We've got Slipknot fans with us as well. Good evening, Slipknot. We've got Mad Dog with us. I've lost your comment now, Mad Dog. Everything's going mad. Mad Dog says hi, everyone.
Hey.
Good morning to Mad Dog down in Australia.
Yeah.
I'm not sure what in the morning he has to get up for this. We've got Woody with us as well. Evening, ladies. Good evening, Woody.
Good evening.
Hope you're doing well. And Slipknot, where are we? Sorry, falling behind again. Ethan Schneider's with us as well. Howdy, Ethan. Cinema-san. Hi, everyone. Hey, Cinema-san. John Robinson.
Sorry. Evening. Hi. Morton put, oh my God, I'm late. Big J's put, Morton, you've not missed much.
Oh.
Honestly, you could come in like 45 minutes in and probably say that comment as well. You've not missed much.
But John Robinson's with us as well. Good evening, John. We've got Crans tonight. Good fellas.
Good evening.
Great film. Thank you for joining us as well. Findlay Archers in with a question. We'll come back to that. I'm going to highlight that. What's your favourite horror game? We will see soon. We've got Lynn in the room, who's in the other room.
Hi, Lynn in the other room.
Knock on the door, Lynn. See if you can freak Glenn out. We've got Antonelli Piello. Hey, Phil, Glenn, and
Hey,
all of
Anthony.
you in chat. We've got Darren G. Good evening, everyone. Good evening,
evening,
Darren. We have a bit further down. Samir Zalot. Good evening, Samir Zalot.
Yeah.
Anthony, look like I'm going to be very busy putting up all the Christmas decorations, so I'll be watching later on. So I'll be catching you in the next live stream. Okay. Enjoy your Christmas decorating. Yeah. Are yours up yet, Glenn?
Oh, my Christmas decorations.
Yeah.
It's just the way I'm sitting. No, they are not. At my business, we've started doing it because you've got to get in the festive spirit for all of your customers and things. But at home, no.
Yeah.
I would happily put them up Christmas Eve, take them down again Boxing Day. Bar humbug and all of that.
Big J says, Phil, send out New Year's Eve invites for your soundbar. Okay.
Yeah.
Everybody's
round Phil's.
I don't know what we mean.
Whoop.
Slot Professor, hello all. Hello, Slot Professor.
Slot Professor.
Woody says, surround sound testing A, Saving Private Ryan is the one I always go for.
Good shout. Very good shout.
I'll dip into it now. We're kind of freewheeling on this one and leaving questions open for everyone. But with the sound testing, it actually wanting to test the sound inspired me to spend a little bit more money today and order a couple more titles. As it does, it's that Diderot effect of you get one thing and it leads you to buying something else to go with it. So for the sound testing for that, I don't know what it's like on there, but it's always been a great sounding movie to me. But Heat, the shootout scene in the streets, has always sounded great on most systems to me. So yeah, I ordered that 4K to try and put through the system and see how that sounds as well. And hopefully it's not.
What I liked was on you did the typical collector thing of you blamed an inanimate object.
Yeah.
God damn it, this effing 4K player. Oh yeah, it's the 4K player's fault that it's sat there.
It pushed me to buy more. Yeah. But to be fair, it's a great film. Yeah, it is a great film now. Mad Dog's Time, just after 6:30 Monday morning. It's too early for this grab. Rafa's with us as well. Hello. Where's the flag, Glenn? I can't see it.
What flag?
Hello from... Go on, give me a clue.
Brazil. That would be Brazil.
There we go. Big J says Phil is wearing Santa colours. Ho, ho, ho. Yeah.
Did that come up as a flag on your thing then?
Yeah.
It just came up as BR on here.
Ah, nice.
Yeah.
Matthew Warder, good evening all. Good evening, Matthew. Well, Rafa, there are people from Canada, Republic of Ireland, New Zealand. Are there people, or are there? And New Zealand here.
There are.
Shout out where you're from. We'll go through.
Yeah, I don't know.
Yes. Mad Dog, a post on Square Eyed Geeks was incorrect. Yeah, it is. 6:30 start for those on the east coast of Australia. I need to update my timings. Apologies for that, but
yeah, terrible.
Yeah. Morton's with us as well. YouTube just told me this is going live. It was. What he says, the mustard chair is back. It is indeed.
It's never far away, look. In all its mustardy glory.
No. Rafa says, I've bad news for people in the chat here. My country only released 2 4K Blu-rays, Total Recall 1990 and The Fifth Element 97. Releasing 4K Blu-rays is impossible due to streaming piracy big rates.
Wow.
Yeah.
At least you ended up with a couple of decent films, if nothing else.
Yeah. Woody, here we go. Phil, hold down those urges. Although Matrix and Armageddon, great surround soundtracks.
Yep.
I think, has Armageddon had a 4K? Or am I safe with my Blu-ray? I'm not going to get tempted.
I don't believe it has yet. Has it had an upgrade on Disney Plus yet?
Ooh, I don't know. I'll check it out when I've got a moment. I'll have a flick on and have a look. But, yeah.
I don't know. We've not had a physical release yet.
No.
Here, anyway, at least.
So we're kind of freewheeling today and leaving it to ask us anything. So any questions that you want to shout out, then yeah, give us a shout. I've highlighted a couple already to go at, but I just wanted to chat about some nonsense going off at home because you all know that I've been doing my room, and the other weekend I ordered a new sofa, but it's not going to be in time for Christmas. So I went for the rather than cinema style seating sofa. I went for the relaxing sort of slouch around kind of sofa. So it's something a little bit like that. So I'll get somewhere that I can put my legs up, and the wife's got her corner as well.
Like you're going to end up with the legs up bit.
No, I won't. The legs up bit would be slightly off center to the screen. So I will just get a footstool and put my feet up. But yeah, it's a slouchy sofa that I want for in there. And the unfortunate thing is the lead time's about 11 weeks. So unfortunately, that lands us into February before that arrives. But I have got a temporary sofa in there, so I can sit and watch movies. But yeah, it's a long wait until that. And the only other thing that I've done in there, really, besides the surround sound upgrade, is setting up a little desk work area, which I think I showed the other week. Anyway, so I've just got to do the cable management around there, and away we go. But do you do much in the way of cable management with your setups or anything?
No, not really. I mean, they're discreetly kind of behind the unit and things. I've not got cable trailing across floors or anything like that. Like all of my Wi-Fi thing, it's all in trunking above the skirting and things like that.
I see. I
was like wires running across the floor.
I was a bit worried in the where I'm keeping my 4K player and the PlayStation and the kids. It's all inside the cupboards, and I'm still worried about how many wires are back there because I've fed things through here, there, and tried to run them around the back and things like that. Still think it looks like an absolute mess, but obviously being in a cupboard, it's fairly shut away.
Yeah,
but yeah, I've been looking at running wires down.
Worry about it. Shut up then. It's in a cupboard. Don't worry about it.
Yeah, I'll just keep the doors closed.
Out of sight, out of mind.
Yeah, Slot Professor, have you guys heard about the issues of manufacturing 4Ks affecting release by month, making studios go more for short steelbook runs? It looks like next year is going to be a slim year. I've not heard anything about that.
No, I've not heard anything about that at all. The issues of manufacturing 4K is affecting release by months and making studios go more for short steelbook runs.
It doesn't surprise me that they're looking at the short steelbook runs because they seem to be hitting the hardcore limited edition collectors pretty well and getting some good sellouts just by limiting the numbers down. Disney do this a lot with, I've seen it with Seven, saw it with Panic Room, and each time there's a pressing of that, they just seem to sell out pretty well. So it wouldn't surprise me if others are trying to follow suit. If there is problems or not, I don't know, but I could see a change in the way that they release things to try and push the agenda of just clearing out stock, doing short runs, keeping that demand high.
Well, obviously, just on a bit of a tangent from that, I'm sure everybody's seen that Zavvi are releasing their own branded things now. Their first steelbook,
Betamax.
Yeah, Betamax, which is just, I'm assuming it's like a play on Betamax, but just a bit weird, isn't it?
Yeah.
But they've done some like tease thing of what their first title is going to be, and it looks like it's going to be Untouchables, which I feel like it's already had he's definitely had a 4K release. I feel like he's had a 4K steelbook as well, hasn't it?
Yeah. I don't know if it's steelbook. I've not really looked at steelbook, but the thing that worries me with Zavvi doing this kind of thing, I hope they fail, but Zavvi have got a tendency to jump on what they see as popular. When steelbooks started to become more popular, they jumped on that, and then they absolutely flood the market with whatever they deem as going to sell well and things like that. So with steelbooks, they did it. They flooded the market and ended up with duplicates and reprints and just all over the shop. And I think now they see the popularity of the Film Vault series, and I think they want a slice of that pie.
Yeah.
So I think we're going to end up with something that looks startlingly similar to a Film Vault box with a steelbook and with a lot of other nonsense in there, and it's just going to be the same old disc. I think they're just cashing in on people.
What? Zavvi? Don't be silly. That's slanderous.
Yeah, I don't know. Sorry, I got thrown off by I just caught a comment in the corner of my eye. Got thrown off. I don't know what their frequency of the releases will be, but yeah, I think they're going to milk you for all that they can get. Just be careful what you buy in and make sure it's for the right reasons. I think, anyway.
Mm.
But anyway, I'm just seeing if anyone in the comments has mentioned the Zave Beta Axe thing, but I cannot see it. I'm going to jump back to the comments now. Anyway, Slipknot fan says, "Wow, that's a nice sofa. Hopefully it'll be nice and comfy." And yeah, I'll probably do a couple of videos of me watching films in there. Hopefully. Cinema-san, on the brink of blind buying the Blu Ray of One False Move, or is it worth 4K? Any opinions on the movie, anyone? Now, I've been tempted to have a look at that one myself, but I've not seen it. It would be a blind buy, and I decided to hold back on the blind buying. I'm going to check other avenues first. But
well, we were talking about that last week, weren't we?
Yeah.
You know, let's look at other avenues and kind of try and watch these things before we buy them, before we invest a silly amount of money.
Yeah.
Let's check it out and see if we even like it first.
Yes. Back to the sofa. Mad Dog says getting an ottoman. No. The chaise longer part to that is got storage underneath. I don't think we need an ottoman on there at all. Big J says, I think Southend Pier would be ideal to put your legs up, Phil. I think that's true. We have got sort of a footstool thing in the room as well, so I'll have something to be able to put my feet out on.
So when we go to the cinema, we go to an Odeon. It's got very nice leather recliner chairs and what have you. So as soon as I sit my backside down, and away back I go kind of thing. And Phil just sits there and doesn't touch it. No. And that's because if he reclines it, the back of the leg rest that goes up is just in such a weird, awkward place. Like, not even halfway down your ludicrous legs.
Yeah.
No. So he sits there like a...
The premium seats, they're
electric there.
They're shallow enough for my legs that my feet, ankles, and half of my shin sort of hangs over that much that it actually hurts my knees because the weight of my feet, because they're not particularly light things either. And yeah, so it hurts my knees if I'm going to put my legs out like that. So yeah, you're paying premium for these luxury seats that recline, and I can't use the recline function on this. That's ridiculous, right?
Absolute freak. Anyway, let's move on.
Yeah, Rafa says Disney companies stopped producing physical media discs in Australia and New Zealand. This is the most stupid thing ever. It was due to the high tax. I'm not sure why, what it was down to on that one, but
no,
yeah,
I'm not sure.
Ridiculous.
Mad Dog might be able to jump in on that one, being an Aussie.
Yeah, Jeremy, I have a figure collecting question. Let's say you get gifted a thing from a franchise that you like, but it doesn't fit your collection exactly. How long should you keep it?
Well, I mean, you've kind of answered your own question. If you're asking how long should you keep it, you have no intention of keeping it, so probably just get rid of it straight away.
Yeah, would the person notice if it went straight away or not? That's the thing. Would they notice? Would it bother them?
You fall out with them. You change your friendship group. You move away. You fake your death. You start a new life, and you don't worry about it. You never look back. You just never look back.
No. There we go. Right. I'm going to my starred kinds that I've got here. Nick came in with a comment. No, he didn't. It says, forget Bill and Ben Flowerpot men. We've got Phil and Ben, the media men. Dropping a comment now as we'll be catching up on the stream tomorrow.
Oh.
So that's question time. Question for Phil and Glenn from AJ. What are your top 3 physical media releases that you own? Do you want to shoot on that one first?
What are you trying to say?
For me,
I don't always shoot first. What are you on about?
For me, it's not always about the movie.
Do I want to go first, and then you're going first?
You came up with a joke, and it didn't work. And
yeah, well,
go on then. You go.
No, don't want to. No, just do it.
Right, I've muted Glenn, so he can't join in right at the minute. For me, it's not always about the movie. Sometimes it's about the extras that make up a physical media disc and how good it is. I think I've still not got an answer to your question. I like Lord of
Showgirls.
the Rings discs are really good because I think they're stacked out with loads of extra features, and I really get a lot from the behind-the-scenes videos and behind-the-scenes documentaries and things like that. Say Lord of the Rings, but similar can be said about all of Peter Jackson's movies. King Kong's stacked with stuff if you get the right edition. The Frighteners, the new release of that, is stacked with things, and that for me makes an absolute banging physical media release when you get that amount of information on the disc as well, with the documentaries and things. I'm going to try and think of another if you want to join in with one, Glenn.
Like I say, Showgirls. I'm surprised you didn't say that because it's still in your collection. It pops up in your video so often.
Yeah.
And now you've got that perfect excuse of going, oh, well, I use it for my videos. That's the only reason I keep hold of it. Yeah, that's what it is. I've shown it a few times recently, that Midsummer release from A24. Love that. And it's just a very, very nice thing to hold, and it's good. Yeah, it's a, and the disc is packed as well. But yeah, I'm with you. It's kind of down to the extras and things like that, really. If you've got a great audio commentary and behind the scenes documentary, feature length documentaries, you know, we always mention like the Rob Zombie Halloween one. Not everybody loves that Halloween movie. I particularly think it's very good.
Yeah.
That making of documentary, every single day there's a vlog type thing. It's brilliant.
Yeah.
What you want to see to understand what actually goes into the making of these movies, and movies that are kind of on a, not a shoestring budget, but certainly lower. They're not blockbuster kind of movies.
Yeah. I'd have to agree. I mean, the Del Toro discs are normally pretty stacked as well. The Blade 2 DVD had some incredible behind the scenes things. They were really great. And you'll notice as we're going on, when this is relating to our favorite physical media discs, I don't know about you, but I never think of the best picture quality or the best sound quality and things like that. It's always the extra features and always the movie for me. And I don't tend to focus too much on this is the best disc because it's got the best picture or the best sound. I'll go for the movie and the extra features mainly.
There's a few that do pop in my head in that regard. Like, you know, I showed you Terminator that I'd picked up.
Yeah.
And I think that kind of shone for me how good the picture looked. You know, it looked like it could have been filmed yesterday. And that kind of really stood out because I think it was around the same kind of time as I'd got Point Break, and Point Break was such a disappointment of a 4K. It wasn't an upgrade at all.
Yeah.
But I think something more important has kind of happened if you want to mention it.
Have you finished talking?
Go for it. It's all right.
Yeah. So straight in, highlighting the question. Thank you very much to JB was here. JB was here for a super chat on there. So obviously super chat means this question goes to number one, and he's probably also got the crown for the top fan in the chat as well. But his question is $60 for 2K of Excalibur Arrow's new norm. I think they are pushing the higher price range now for a lot of their releases. It seems more than a normal.
I didn't know their Blu Ray box set was that price. I thought that was the 4K, if I'm honest. But if they're trying to charge that for the Blu Ray, which again, you know, I showed you, it's postcards and a poster.
Yeah. It's
it's not worth the extra.
No, I mean, no, the other thing is there's been no review of the scan either, so we don't know how it compares to previous releases. We don't know what extras, I don't think. I don't know if they've listed them all on Excalibur yet.
I feel like
it's too much.
Did. I think I saw it today, actually.
Yeah, I hope it's not the new norm because they're inflating the prices further and further. And it's not always worth it. It's not always clear why they're charging more and more. I think we could be seeing it as the new normal pricing. I don't know if it's from the contracting, if it's cost them a little bit more contract-wise to get that type.
To buy the rights in the first place.
Yeah,
exactly. Yeah,
it's not clear at the moment, but yeah, gut feeling is we might be seeing this as a new kind of normal. Very much new. Can't find it.
Yeah, no, I've got it. Actually, you know, it looks like it might be quite loaded.
Right.
So you've
How many
got
discs?
141-minute theatrical cut and the 120-minute TV version. You've got the 4K one. It's got brand new audio commentaries, archive audio commentary, and then all of the extras look like they're on. It's a 3-discer. You get the 4K.
Yeah.
You get 2 Blu-ray discs. One's got the 120-minute TV version on. The other one's quite a few extras and stuff. 48-minute documentary.
So
It might not be terrible. It might not be terrible, to be honest.
So it's the big fat hard box, is it, that it comes in? That's one.
Yeah, I mean, it's still your good old postcards and your folded poster,
Yeah,
kind of thing. But that's the 4K set. So, if there is a Blu-ray set, which I'm assuming there is just a Blu-ray set, you'll just get the 2 Blu-rays.
Yeah.
I don't know though, actually, because then that'd be missing the director's cut.
I think that's probably a normal price for a release that has the extra discs. Slightly less for a hard box that only has 1 or 2 discs, and then it goes down to the slipcover releases.
Yeah, I mean, there's things like that American Yakuza, the one with Viggo Mortensen.
Yeah,
that's a 2K one. That's just Blu-ray. But no, the Excalibur one sounds pretty good, to be honest. I still want all the gumph that goes with it, and it's still not a movie I've watched.
No,
even though I had it on HMV Premium Collection for God knows how long, and then just got rid of it unwatched.
Yeah.
So, no, for that reason, I won't be buying it.
No, I think it's too much for the release, to be fair. If you really love the film, then so be it.
Then it's a no-brainer, and like I say, it looks like it's a well put together collection type of thing. But if you've not watched it before,
Darren Jason's got over the Excalibur.
Yeah,
don't have the film, and it's one I want. There we go. Cinema San says, "Don't think Excalibur is for me." I think if you're not sure, like in that sort of thing, it's worth looking at the older versions, because I'm sure that HMV Premium release will be a lot cheaper now that that's been announced.
Yeah, well, their Blu-ray often goes into the 2 for £15 offer, so you know, perhaps watch that first.
Yeah,
because at $7.50 each, even if you trade it in at CEX, you probably get £4 or £5 for it. You've just paid kind of a rental price then, haven't you? And you've not really lost anything. At least you've watched the film and you know whether you like it or not.
That's it. Just jumping back to comments, Woody says, "Did anyone see Phil's new video with the Hobbit door?" There's a section in the video where I'm quite close up to camera and you can see the door behind me, and it looks tiny and it looks like I'm Gandalf or something.
I see.
Yeah. Rafa, who heard the news that One Battle After Another 2025 movie is going to get a 4K Blu-ray disc released by Screenbound Entertainment Films? I'm not sure who's releasing that, but I think it's due out in January.
Something like that, isn't it?
Yeah, it's a great movie.
It was a Warner Brothers release, wasn't it?
Yeah, I thought so, but who's distributing it? I've no clue.
Yeah. Did you see that and Sinners are getting a re-release later in the year, hopefully as a prompt towards kind of like the Oscar nominations and things to be considered? And that has apparently got a 5-minute segment of Christopher Nolan's The Odyssey on the front of it. Yeah, both One Battle After Another and Sinners. And I think that's a week before Avatar comes out, and then it's on the start of Avatar as well.
Right. Avatar. Are you bothered? You're not bothered about new Avatar, are you?
No, I've still
not
watched it.
Is anyone else in the comments interested in Avatar? I mean, it's huge director. James Cameron's such a great director, but this franchise seems to have just floundered. Just not. Have
you seen James Cameron has directed a Billie Eilish concert that's coming to the cinema in 3D?
Really?
Yeah. There was a clip of it the other day, and she was going, "I'm so excited, and I can't believe I got James Cameron." And James Cameron's there like, "I'm making a film." Almost like no idea who Billie Eilish is whatsoever. But yeah.
Big Jace, Phil, what is film on loan? This. It's the old tags that they used to use in video shops. So you used to get
Nobody's
tags
asking
like this.
what film is on loan.
Yeah, and if the film was on loan, it would literally scoop just at random. So it would literally scoop on there, and if you went in to rent it, then you knew you couldn't get it out. So films on loan, you can't have it because it's someone else.
Because Green Lantern on DVD will have definitely have been rented out.
That's what I mean.
Yeah.
So yeah, it's just the little tags that they used to put on things when they weren't available to you.
I'm sure he knows what they are.
So meows a lot. Have you ever lit a scented candle to go with a movie you're watching? Example. I watched The Birds and lit a candle called Harbour Shore. Added to the atmosphere. It feels ridiculous, but it was nice.
You often light one and
when I was watching Nora, I
get your moisturizer out, don't you, when you're watching Showgirls?
I've never had lit a scented candle to go with the atmosphere or the theme of a movie, but I have used scented candles. I quite flavoured at one point one called Black Cherry, which was very nice. And at the minute, I like.
It was also the name of the prostitute you were with at the time, wasn't it?
Yes, and I also like the cakey. There's a carrot cake one that I like, and a gingerbread one that I quite like as well. So I do use scented candles, but I don't tend to theme them around the movie. I'm just worried that what scent would you use to watch like Fast and Furious with, or anything like that? Diesel.
Yeah, just tip diesel on the floor. Just, go and put fuel in. You know when you're putting fuel in your car and you accidentally get it on your fingers, and then like driving home and all you can smell is petrol. That'd add to that film so much. It really would.
Okay, 007. Phil, where do you store your media? Have you got a dedicated room? If so, is it full yet? I'm in a position where my man cave shelves are almost full. I store mine in the attic office space. It's down in the eaves. You can kind of see. Oh, I think no, you can't because I can't move the monitor. You can kind of see down there where I keep them, just in the lower part of that, and they run all along the walls down this side, and in the other room down the other side. In relation to things being almost full, I've started selling things. To be honest, I'm taking the collection down so that it is manageable and does fit my space, because it got to the point where you're getting that much that you're realizing that I'm not going to get back to anything. There's some things that I don't even want in the collection and don't care about enough. So I started to clear out quite a number of things, and that's made a little more space to add things again. So I'll keep them in here. And I think, Glenn, you're displaying yours beautiful. We can clearly see where you keep yours. No. Morton's reviews. Is there any news for the Halloween movies from Arrow? I've heard nothing. I've seen them.
It's gone quiet again, hasn't it? There was like the build up to Halloween, and you started kind of seeing things. Dawn of the Discs were prompting it and things, and there was rumours that it was a box set with the first 5 in there, I think. And then it's gone really quiet again, hasn't it?
Yeah, really.
It happens with Arrow. Look at all the titles we've said in the past. Like you mentioned Frighteners earlier. That was a postcard in a set years ago.
Yeah.
Edgar Wright's Fistful of Fingers. That was a postcard years and years ago. And none of them, they don't always come to fruition, do they, for whatever reason? So, no, we'll have to wait and see. One assumes they won't announce it properly until middle of next year for a Halloween release, one would think. But
yeah, like you mentioned, the Frighteners, there was rumours that Arrow were going to get the Peter Jackson box set, and that Peter Jackson was working on restoring Bad Taste and Brain Dead and Brain Dead, Dead Alive, and Meet the Feebles, and they were going to release a box set, and that was getting on for 6-7 years ago now. They rumoured that, and so nothing of it at all. Sorry, I'm just looking through the comments. Jeremy says, I like the first Rob Zombie Halloween a lot, not the second though. Rafa, who here is still waiting on the new standard Blu-ray and 4K HD Steelbook edition of 2006 Running Scared, starring Paul Walker.
It's a good movie.
Sure.
Running Scared.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Did they ever announce it, or?
I don't know. Well, they certainly didn't over here.
No.
I'm
not sure if
couldn't tell you in Brazil.
Yeah. Can't even remember the DVD over here, to be fair.
So.
Adam, Phil, any trips to Pinewood of late? How many cinema adventures might we be seeing you in 2026? No, it's all been a bit quiet for me, to be honest. Just one in 2026 at the minute, as far as I know. So
it's only a small little independent thing as well, isn't it? That
yeah.
May or may not get released.
Here we go. Chris Knight says another 30 of those super chats, and Phil can afford a copy. There we go. We're just going to jump back to another question that we had earlier. Findlay Archers. Phil, what is your favourite horror game? I don't know if it counts as horror, but I really love Last of Us. I'm not a big Resident Evil.
I mean, what more do you want?
Yeah, I'm not a big Resident Evil player. I just get it's a bit. Yeah, I don't like the survival aspect of it. I want to be able to have like loads of ammo to shoot down the zombies, and the survival element of that is to run away or avoid a lot of the time. So I tend to avoid the Resident Evil series. But yeah, I think Last of Us is probably my favourite recently. I don't play a lot of horror games, to be fair. Dead Space was decent. Glenn, anything to add on those?
No, I mean, I think my kind of Evil Dead on the Dreamcast when that was knocking around. And then I've been playing that 16-bit one that I picked up for the PS5 a few weeks ago.
Yeah.
The one where you can flick between Halloween or Ash vs. Evil Dead. Little platform-based things. A lot of fun. I like it.
Fair. I'm trying to think of other horror games, but it's because I'm not getting too much time to play at the moment. I tend to go for the adventure ones, really, like the Uncharted and God of War and Tomb Raiders, and even some platformers like Ratchet and Clank, things like that. Horrors don't really always do much for me when I'm gaming, to be fair, which is strange. Anyway, Jerry, cheers with us as well, even Phil and Glenn, and to all collectors.
Evening, Jerry.
Jim Bob's 71. Hey Phil, you inspired me to do a DVD purge. I got rid of 15 DVDs that I no longer watched. I think that's it. I think the consideration is when things are sat there, if they really need to be sat there, are you likely to go back to them? And if not, why are they still there? If it's to make up a collection, then just have a rethink about what you want in your collection, really. It's money for old rope. And if you're selling things, it can be, depends what you sell, but it can be money towards new things that you do actually want.
15 down, only 3,309 to go. But it's a start.
Have you thought about taking yours down any further recently?
Yes. No, I think I will be doing. I keep threatening to kind of take them all off the shelves and then start putting them back in order of priority. Because I then think I'll be able to gauge what the kind of the dregs are.
Yeah.
I'm kind of, like I've said numerous times, that's maybe a fifth of what I used to own. So I'm happier where I'm at. But I've said before, the less you own, the less you kind of feel you need to own.
Yeah.
Yeah, you start questioning everything that's there and going, actually, am I going to watch that again? I don't know whether I will. But we'll see. Yes, I probably will do at some point.
Good. Rafa, I will be buying Evil Dead Rise film on 4K Blu-ray Ultra HD disc from Arrow Video in 5 days after release date. Did you enjoy Evil Dead Rise, Glenn? Because I wasn't a big fan of it. I was really disappointed.
I didn't mind it. Evil Dead for me is, you know, it's the Bruce Campbell ones, really. Although I did like the Evil Dead remake. I thought that was quite good. It's a standalone thing. The thing is, a lot of these, when they're kind of a standalone thing, don't need to be called, you know, they don't they don't need to be seen as a remake or a reboot. You could have named that something else. I think people would have compared it because it'd have been like, oh, it's a cabin in the woods and there's this book and all that kind of stuff. So I think they had to go down the Evil Dead route. But sometimes they really don't have to at all. But I didn't mind Evil Dead Rise. It didn't blow me away. It was kind of so far away from what we know as being Evil Dead. It felt probably too different.
Yeah, I get you.
Yeah.
Slot Professor says it's very quiet for the release list for January and February so far. Looks like I'm going to save some money for a change. I think it's important for that to be quiet for a lot of people, to be fair, because there's been a lot of big spending through November and December. There's a lot of big releases, really.
Yeah, not just like releases and the sales and things like that. Just Christmas in general. You're buying gifts for people and things, and it's nice to have a quieter January because you know you've got things to have to pay off. So it's not a bad thing.
Yeah. Oh, Big J says, I'm asking what film is on loan, not what is film on loan.
That's what I was saying. I don't think, I think Big Jace is aware of these things.
I don't loan my films out anymore, Big Jace.
But no, you wanted to be condescending to him. So
to be honest,
isn't it?
Do you? I never lend films out anymore. Do you?
No,
I've not even.
I don't think anybody ever kind of needs to borrow anything anymore.
No,
because people have just got such ready access to things through streaming services and stuff. I don't think they ever think to have to borrow something.
No. And do you find that not necessarily for us guys on there? Oh, we've all got our players. We've all got physical media on our minds. But for your sort of friend group, there's not actually many people that I know that still have physical DVD, Blu Ray players or anything like that. Loads have they've just gone to the landfill. No one has them anymore. So it's not like very easy to lend someone something because they just can't play it.
I've got very few people who are kind of as obsessed about film anyway. Obviously, I've got you. Yeah. I got you, babe. Oh, yeah. But I know a lot of people that watch films, but they don't. I feel like they just watch films. Do you know what I mean? They don't kind of take anything in. You ask them about it and they go, yeah, it was all right. And you go, well, did you like such and such's performance? It was all right, I suppose. They're just kind of like watching it for the sake of watching something rather than there's no interest in anything above and beyond that, like who the director was, what they've done before, or anything like that. It's kind of just something to do.
Yeah.
Yeah. But like I said to you, I was chatting to that guy in HMV again, the one we bumped into in the cinema. And he kind of like beelined over to me when he saw I was in there. And we chatted for a good 20 minutes, half hour. And he goes like to the cinema 4 times a week and stuff. These really obscure things and what have you. And he's the ideal kind of person to be working in HMV. Because any film question somebody's got, he's probably going to be able to answer it.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's what you want.
Somebody else like to say, I didn't say every movie count for a candle, but some could work.
Some could. Yeah.
Well, Woody says, never lit a scented candle. I have, however, lit a match to mask the smell of a fart.
It's a beautiful story. Hang on. Wait, I'm getting quite emotional. That was a lovely story. Beautiful.
Darren G, which scent for the bog of eternal stench in Labyrinth?
Black cherry. Yeah.
Sorry, just flicking through. I'll grab another question. So not fan. What's your next future purchase going to be? Go.
I have been tempted by City on Fire, which comes out tomorrow. I have to say, I am tempted by that. Obviously, there was that Psycho set that I sent you earlier. Oh, and Nick randomly sent it me this afternoon and said, "Did you see that?" But Biscuit Tim, can't go near it. I can't go near it, which is a shame because it's quite a cute little model of the Bates house. Look at that. That's quite nice. But yeah, Biscuit Tim. Hi, I've been in Bigland, look.
Yeah,
that's quite cute, but ultimately you can just buy a model kit of the Bates house and not worry about it.
Yeah.
You don't have to own a biscuit, Tim.
Absolutely not. I'm trying to think of my future releases now that I've been looking at. No. I think I'm with you, like City on Fire. I want Hard Boiled and The Killer when they arrive.
Oh, yeah,
I'm
100%.
waiting to see what Arrow does with the cover arts because I don't want to import the Shout Factory ones if I don't have to.
It looks like a Christmas movie, the hard-boiled one, with that weird green and yellow and stuff going on.
Yeah.
One Battle After Another. I think I'd definitely like a physical copy of that. Sinners I will pick up at some point. I've just not gotten around to it.
Sorry, I'm just trying to sort out the comments as well because there's quite a few questions that I don't want to skip over. So let's.
Oh look, Jeremy Carr's talking about Howard the Duck. Who knew? That's a shocker.
Nice deal, man. I've recently pre-ordered Ben-Hur on 4K. Have you guys done the same? I haven't. Have you? Is this film
not? It's an epic movie. It's a great movie. It's not one I'd kind of go back to. That's the kind of film that if it was like, if I was sat down on a Sunday afternoon and it came on the BBC or something,
yeah,
I probably would camp out and watch it. Thinking back to it, the biggest thing I can remember is obviously the chariot race, which was just pretty incredible.
Yeah, you know what? It's not a film that I don't think I'd go back to. I really don't. I don't remember all about it, to be fair. But yeah. Anyway, let's get back to the comments. Jeremy Carr, when it comes to filmmaking, who do you think spreads themselves too thin? Someone that writes, directs, acts, etc. I'm trying to think. It's difficult to say.
That's stumped, isn't it?
Yeah.
I don't know about spreads themselves too thin. I think there's a few filmmakers that potentially, we talked about Edgar Wright and Running Man and things like that, and that didn't feel very, very Edgar Wright at all. And I feel like that was bending to the studio a little bit. And it's unfortunate when filmmakers do that.
Yeah.
And it's unfortunate that a studio goes, hey, we like that director and we like their style and we like that they do this, this, and this, and then really repress that and go, actually, no, can you make it a little more, down the middle and let's not go too crazy. I think that's always a shame. But
yeah. I think people like, this sounds ridiculous. I've enjoyed this stuff, but I think James Gunn has probably got a tendency at the minute to be spreading himself too thin or taking too much on at times. It feels like he's got a lot on his plate and is trying to take a lot on himself with the DC and how he wants his universe to expand. And it doesn't feel like he's got enough trusted people around him to be producing and creating enough new things for what they want to create.
I don't think James Gunn would want people as strongly minded as James Gunn around him. I think James Gunn likes that control element.
Yeah,
I think he's quite happy with that position. I think he's quite happy kind of being the puppet master of all of it. But, we've only kind of realistically seen Superman off the back of it, haven't we? So it's like, what was it called? Creature Commandos, but can you gauge it off an animated TV series? I'm not really sure. So,
yeah, I think what worries me is if Warner Brothers does get sold, what happens to the DC universe that he's trying to build? It looks like he's got his head screwed on and he knows what he wants from that universe. And I just want him to have the time to get enough projects to get the universe into a rhythm and things like that. And at the minute, he's taking that much on himself that I don't know if it feels like we're going to get there before there's some major shifting at Warner Brothers.
The Warner Brothers sale feels dangerous in that respect because of there's some really random parties that are trying to go for it. I noticed it's kind of given kind of a rebirth to the whole Snyderverse thing again. That, if Netflix were to buy Warner Brothers, would you see the Snyderverse return and things? And there's a potential. that could happen. It just I think it'd just make things very, very messy. I think you've got to give Gunny's 10 years to do whatever he wants to do and see where it goes, really. But they're probably not going to listen to me. So,
I don't think so either. Right, next question. Sorry, before I... Rafa, do you have any Second Sight films on physical media discs?
I've got a few. Yeah.
I think we've got like It Follows, You're Next, The Guest, Dog Soldiers, and probably a couple of others as well.
Drive, Blair Witch Project. What else is there's the Ty West released movies.
Yeah.
Innkeepers, Sacrament. What else
That's
do we
the
have?
Devil.
That's the Devil.
Yeah, so quite a few.
Yeah, I do like Second Sight, but I've always said I like Second Sight. I like the fact that, like we've always said, Second Sight do limited edition box set, standard 4K, standard Blu Ray. They all come out on the same day. Guys, you buy what you want to your budget, and that's how they should all be. Yeah.
Next question. My books. Sonic, Mario. Are there any films from other countries that you'd want to watch? Always,
yeah.
Yeah, I think it's just being aware of them is a big thing. I think a lot of kept hidden, not kept hidden, but don't get pushed as well in, especially in the UK. So it's perhaps sometimes difficult to stumble upon them. But yeah, if it's a cool movie, it's a cool movie.
Well, we were talking about Korean movies a couple of weeks ago, weren't we?
Yeah.
And I think certainly things like Squid Game coming out, that kind of opens people's eyes to, okay, this is what other countries are doing, and hopefully they look further and find other things that might interest them.
Yeah. I think so. I'm not opposed to movies from anywhere.
Yeah, if it's a good film, it's a good film.
I know we went through a patch of having some real bangers from France. We had some really good films from there. I really enjoyed Taxi, and then we had Brotherhood of the Wolf come out, then we had Amelie, and they seemed to be on a real good roll.
Yeah.
Really did. Credits tonight. Are you a fan of movies in 4DX? And if so, what's been the best one you've seen? I am not myself anymore.
You find it very distracting, don't you?
Yeah, I think it's big gimmick. It's very distracting, and I'd rather just sit, be comfortable, and watch the movie without being thrown around in the chair and having things blasted in my face. And that's sorry, that sounds dodgy, but yeah, it was
like night again already.
I went to see what was it, Fast X, and there was a shootout scene, and with guns. And when the guns were going off, they'd got the air that pumps out at you. And I'm trying to choose my words wisely. But the air pumping, you could hear that as well. So it's like, as well as the gunfire on screen. And you're like, what's going off? Yeah, I just found it distracting and kind of annoying, to be fair.
Yeah, well, you deserve everything you get going and paying to see Fast X at the cinema.
Well, yeah, I just find it more distracting for the movie. It's a theme park ride. I think you've got to choose your film wisely for it. I was hoping it would help feel more immersed, but it didn't work like that. It was just overkill.
Again, you liked 4DX Showgirls, didn't you?
It was great. It was great.
That was better.
Mad Dog. What's a physical release that you regret overlooking purchasing at the time it came out and haven't been able to track down a copy? To be honest, there's been a couple of things recently, like the Pulp Fiction VHS set that I got with the CD soundtrack and the screenplay. That was something that I would have really liked back in the day that I missed out on, but it was out of my price range back then, and I picked it up since and not used it. And also the King Kong Production Diaries release in the big box that was on DVD. I really liked that. Peter Jackson mad today. Yeah, but I've subsequently picked that up since. I don't know if there's anything else since then that came out. Perhaps the alien head with all the DVDs in the top, the big thing. But yeah, nothing particularly that I've missed out on, I don't think, because I went collecting Mad and was just grabbing most things.
At the time, though, things like that alien head were colossally priced.
Yeah.
And they were just out of our price range at the time.
Absolutely.
Probably still are now. That's super collectible, isn't it, that head?
Yeah, there's a few things. Yeah, I don't think there's anything that's sticking in my mind in particular. I think you had a thing with Last Night in Soho, the HMV Premium cover edition that you kind of regretted not pre-ordering, but you managed to track that down as well, didn't you?
I did. I tracked it down nice and cheap because, yeah, I looked and it was much more expensive at the time than the standard release, but I really loved the artwork. And then I bought a copy of the poster from the artist because I loved the artwork that much, and I kept seeing that, and I was like, I really should have gone for that HMV release.
Yeah.
And then, like I say, found it cheap, and it is just the same release. It's just the artwork's different, but it's very nice. It's very nice.
So Meowsalot said the Cat Returns Steelbook was $25. Saw it in the store one time only. Now sells for between $300 and $500 online.
Wowza.
That's crazy. Absolutely crazy money.
But it is real steel, so, you know, it's worth it. If you were to smelt it down, you get your money back.
Planet of the Apes head, the Xenomorph head, and the T2 head release. I don't think I saw a T2 one.
There was the T2 one over here, wasn't there? There was the arm. That I feel like that was a Zavi thing, and there was so many people were receiving them damaged, and the chamber thing that it was sat in. It was the thing where it was like that Miles Dyson had in his office.
Yeah. Yes, I remember that.
The arm and then, yeah. So there was that one. I feel like it kept getting broken all the time. Zavi were having like returns here, there, and everywhere.
Yes, I remember that story. Yeah. I Made This is with us as well. Good evening, I Made This. Hope you're doing well.
Good evening.
As Wilco's here,
How are
I don't
you?
know what that's in relation to, but I've just seen you pop up as Wilco, so welcome to the chat.
Hi, Wilco.
So I'm losing myself on these on the comments. Rafa says, do you have any Studio Canal Australia and Studio Canal UK physical media discs? I have a few. Bunch of John Carpenter
UK ones. Yeah.
Cliffhanger, Brotherhood of the Wolf.
Yeah.
Yeah, so there's a few knocking around. The John Carpenter ones were pretty nice. I think they're doing better jobs. Flash Gordon as well, I think, was Studio Canal, wasn't it?
It was indeed.
Yeah, so there's a few decent ones knocking about from them. Adam, Phil and Glenn, find myself watching more animated movies versus live action. How about you, gents? I'd say I do a lot now too, because kids. So there's a lot I watch, but to be honest with you, some of the storylines and some of the just voice acting in animated things seems to outweigh what we see in the live action stuff from time to time. Really does. And it's amazing to me that some of the stories through the animated ones are able to just carry across so much better than some of the live action stuff.
And realistically, shouldn't purvey emotion as well as they do.
No.
But some of the animated movies are just so emotional.
Yeah.
Really deep and, you know, just really solid. The writing's really solid. And you think, why doesn't that transfer to live action sometimes?
Yeah, something as simple as Wild Robots. That was just that was great. I watched that at the cinema with the kids, and even though it felt pretty long, story-wise, it was great. And it did hit them emotional notes by the end of the film. It's like, why is an animated film doing this to me when a proper movie, when a live action movie can't? I don't know. It's strange to me. Well, the kids are getting better quality writing than we're getting. But, yes. Ethan Schneider, would you guys keep movies you rewatch but you have problems with or aren't your favourites?
No, not anymore.
If I rewatch them, I'll keep them. Even if the movie's got the problems, if it's a rewatcher, then I'll keep it.
Oh, I read that differently. Would you guys keep movies you rewatch? Well, yes, I'd keep movies I rewatch. But I don't think I'd rewatch them if I had problems with them. I'm less likely to go back to them. Yeah.
Okay.
Well, if I had a problem with the film, then I'd probably not liked the film all that much. So then I wouldn't keep it. So then I wouldn't rewatch it.
Yeah. Adam did say earlier, cut my collection in half about 8 years ago. Called all one watch only DVD and Blu Ray.
Yeah.
I think that's what
I felt so much better when I'd done it.
Yeah, that's what I'm still trying to get to as well. Just need to have more time to have a sort through. But my focus gets pulled out here, there, and everywhere. So I'll go in stages of going and attacking it for a little bit, and then giving it a break, and then going back. So still got plenty more to try
and then receiving great big tubs full of DVDs that you don't even want. Expanding your collection even more.
To charity shop next week, I think. But
Charity.
they're still back here from last week, to be honest with you.
Charity, mate. Charity.
Yeah. Jim Bob says the King Kong production diaries are really interesting. They are indeed. I think they're great. At one point, Zack Snyder did them for production diary things for when he was doing Watchmen. I didn't release them as frequently as Peter Jackson was, but I remember about 6 or 7 different diary entries for the making of Watchmen, and I think Kevin Smith did it for couple of his movies. I think he was releasing production diaries. I forgot where they were being released, but yeah, it was some great stuff out there.
I mean, Watchmen, that's a solid film.
Watchmen.
Yeah. Not enough people talk about
that.
Not enough people talk about it, I don't think.
I don't think so either.
And it was one hell of a TV show. The HBO TV show was amazing.
Yeah.
Really, really good.
I
can't
agree.
believe
I remember
I pulled the plug on that.
I remember I started watching that, and I think I was 3 or 4 episodes in, and you asked me how it was, and I couldn't answer you because I didn't really have a clue what was going off, and it was very difficult to say, I'm really enjoying it, because I wasn't sure if I was enjoying it. I was following it through, and then when everything clicked at the end, you sort of realise how great it's been throughout. But when you're 3 or 4 episodes in, it's like, I can't tell you if I'm enjoying it because I don't know what the hell is going off, really.
Well, one hell of a TV show. Is brilliant.
Yeah. Darren G says Watchmen movie is great. I really enjoyed it. I made this now. The Watchmen movie missed the point massively. This show, on the other hand, was great.
Oh, what do you know? God's sake, Ollie. You come in here putting your opinion across. Unbelievable.
Mad Dog, also need to do more culling of my collection. Probably the same for most, if not all of us on here. Absolutely.
You say that, but some people kind of don't. A lot of the videos I see are not kind of cull type people. It's kind of just, I need more, I need more, I need more. Yeah. Oh my God, I'm running out of space. I know. I'll buy more shelves.
I need a new room. Yeah. Oh, there we go. Jeremy's just sent, just noticed that was the ring light, the Terminator.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
Sorry, I got shakes. But that's very cool. Thank you for that, Jeremy. Adam says it massively helped me to set a dedicated amount of space for my collection. I think that does help a lot as well when you decide you don't want to overspill. Definitely. Anyway, more questions. Slop Professor, what 3 films were your best watches from this year's releases? I think we've got pretty much the same, Glenn.
Yeah, cinema-wise, yeah. Nosferatu, One Battle After Another, Sinners. Yeah. And
I personally enjoyed Superman. I got a kick out of that. I know it wasn't everyone's taste, but I quite enjoyed it, which is why I'm looking forward to seeing what else Gunn does with that universe.
I've watched the film this week that I think is definitely in my top 10 of the year.
Yeah. I mean, disc-wise, I really enjoyed Anora as well. I didn't see that at cinema, but I thought that was a cracking film. Trying to think if there's any others that I've seen on streaming, but none of the streaming movies are sticking out to me too much.
What about the one with John Cena and Idris Elba, where they were the president and the prime minister? You really liked that one, didn't you?
Yeah, I can't remember. Well, I'm not going to flick through now and have a look because that'll
slow things down slightly.
Yeah, absolutely. Darren G, wasn't Nosferatu 2024? I don't know. We saw it. It was in the new year when it hit the UK. We didn't get it until January. It was early January, or it might have been end of December, but we watched it in January. Yeah, Jeremy, what book have you read the most in your lifetime? I don't think I've read many more than once.
I mean, probably the Bible most weeks. Yeah.
I don't think there's many that I've gone back and reread, Jeremy, to be fair. I've got some favourite books, but not ones that I dip into a lot.
Yeah, I think there's a few books I've read a couple of times, but I don't think I've gone back to anything probably more than that, to be honest.
Fair. Anyway, so the answer lots. What's a Christmas or holiday film you'd like to watch every December? For me, it's ranking best Rudolph the Red-Nosed Reindeer. Watch it every Christmas. I'd watch every December. There's nothing that sticks out to me that I've watched every December. My wife likes certain staples like Home Alone and things like that, but there's nothing particularly that sticks out to me that I think I must watch this. We've watched the Gavin and Spacey Christmas special quite a few times, but that's a TV show. Nothing that I really seek out and think I must watch this at Christmas. But yeah, the wife will have Home Alone, Christmas Vacation, the National Lampoon's one, and Christmas Chronicles on Netflix as well. They tend to do a few repeat views. Any for you, Glenn?
No, I always kind of liked the idea of, you know, and every Christmas Eve we'll watch such and such. And I think I did that with like It's a Wonderful Life 2 years running. And then after the second one, it was kind of like, yeah, I've done that now. You don't need to go back to the same thing every single year. Mix it up a bit. You mix it up.
Yeah. Darren G, which film would you consider to be a guilty pleasure?
Showgirls. I mean, we joke about Showgirls. I've genuinely never watched Showgirls before because I know it's supposed to be trash. So why would I bother?
See, I've got films like Lost in Space as a guilty pleasure in a way for me. I quite enjoy that. There's a few sort of rom-coms, I suppose, that could be guilty pleasures for me as well. Sort of like Empire Records. I know some people consider it a classic, other people say it's just cheesy nonsense. But there's quite a few like that.
Who calls it cheesy nonsense?
Oh, it's someone at work that just
okay.
Yeah. Well, that's people at work, isn't it?
What do they know? They're them kind of people that just watch films and don't know what they're really watching.
Yeah. Slop Professor, I know Glenn hates biscuit tin releases, but what film, if it was only released in a biscuit tin, would he buy?
Genuinely wouldn't. And I know that kind of sounds like I'm talking crap, but I wouldn't. I think they're rubbish. Absolute rubbish. So no, I won't buy them. I refuse to buy them. I would rather wait because, you know, ultimately it is God tier. See, Ollie, you can make good comments sometimes.
Yeah.
Just try harder. Yeah, no, I genuinely wouldn't. I just don't like biscuit tins whatsoever. So I wouldn't. I would fight the urge. And if need be, import an Amaray from somewhere else.
Martin, what's your go-to?
Oh, man. I mean, there's
Roadhouse.
millions. Roadhouse, RoboCop, Ferris Bueller's Day Off. God, there's a billion of them, isn't there, really?
Back to the Future.
Yeah. The 80s were just so strong for cinema. And I don't necessarily think it is just a nostalgia, you know, we were 80s kids kind of thing. Because they still resonate now with people. And people, I feel like it's a year they kind of go back to. 60s started a trend. 70s was really hard hitting. 80s just made these. There's so many iconic films through the 80s.
Definitely. I'd agree.
Yeah. But instantly, now Ferris Bueller's popped in my head. I want to watch Ferris Bueller again.
Yeah. I mean, you consider things like the Breakfast Club and Predator and other stuff. Monster Squad.
and other stuff.
I'm trying to not get mixed up with early 90s as well, because I'd be everyone would jump on me if I got something mixed up there. Right. Adam says, "I'll watch YouTube folks on my phone, but never a movie. That's always a media room watch." Do you ever try and watch movies or TV shows or anything like that on your phone?
No. I'm fine watching your videos and stuff like that on there, because you know, who cares? But no, anything of importance, I'd never watch on my phone. No.
Yeah. 80s movies, Darren, just come up: Raiders, Empire, Alien, Terminator, Aliens. Reviews, just bought Monster Squad. They're great. Jay says, "Need to watch Blues Brothers now. Have a cool soundbar." Very good. Yeah, sorry, I'm just going to turn that banner off, and I'll jump back to any questions that come through, but I'm interested. Have you been watching anything interesting this week, Glenn?
I've watched 3.5 films this week.
What?
Yeah, I know.
3.5?
So I've watched Blue Moon, with the Richard Linklater film with Ethan Hawke and Margaret Qualley. It's an all right watch, to be honest. But it's an all right watch because it's written so well. And I have to say, I've never seen Ethan Hawke as good as he is in that, because it's quite that kind of snappy, witty dialogue, and he just goes with it. It's really quite good. Film-wise, you know, it's a segment of somebody's life. It's literally set in one evening, and it's kind of the things that happen and the people that come to the bar, and he's mainly in the bar and stuff like that. Will I watch it again? No, I won't. I've kind of ticked that box and I've done it. But it's an all right kind of movie. That was one. I've then watched Tron Ares as well. Honestly, I quite like the premise of it. Is it executed that well? No, I don't think it's terrible. Soundtrack, 9 Inch Nails, amazing. Goes without saying. Jared Leto, I can kind of give or take, but I don't think he's atrocious in it or anything. I think, that, like I said, the premise kept me going through it. Some of the action's good, some of the action's awful, some of the acting's okay, some of the acting's awful. It's a real mishmash, mixed bag of not greatness. I'll skip to the half movie because that's Luc Besson's Dracula.
Ooh,
which, you know,
I'm interested if it's half a movie because it was bad, or half a movie because you just
half a movie because it just got late last night. Lynn was tired. We ended up switching off. That was all. Not had time to watch through the half today because the F1 was on this afternoon and stuff. So I wanted to sit and watch that. And Lynn's been up in a little art studio doing pet portraits and things. So yeah, Luc Besson's Dracula. I think we're all quite familiar with the Dracula story. It's a really strange, almost comedic take on it.
Right.
There's bits that are in there that are kind of like completely stolen from Francis Ford Coppola's Dracula. That's almost feels like it's completely stolen. Like Gary Oldman's look as old Count Dracula in his castle and things like that. That's quite similar. But it's got this weird, surreal... I'm gonna ruin one bit of it.
Okay.
The gargoyles in Dracula's castle come to life. So he's got these little kind of 3-foot tall gargoyles running around helping him with things and stuff. It's got this weird... It's a very basic... It's almost like you could get your kids to watch it. It'd be an introduction to Dracula for them. It's very... It's so weird. It's quite a compelling watch. I kind of want to see the end of it to see what else happens. I don't think Caleb Landry Jones is good enough to be Dracula at all, kind of thing. It's a weird mishmash. It's very strange. Anyway, so the third main thing that I did watching completely was Knives Out 3, Wake Up Dead Man.
Yeah.
And I adored it. Absolutely adored it. Good story, compelling, kept you watching, didn't feel like 2.5 hours. Daniel Craig takes a bit of a backwards step in the respect of he pushes Josh O'Connor forwards, and Josh O'Connor smashes it out the park. He's brilliant in it. Absolutely brilliant in it. And he's just a good fun watch. Knives Out and Glass Onion, I enjoyed at the cinema, but I've grown to love them the more I've watched them since. This kind of hit with me straight away, and I liked it straight away.
Such a shame that some few of the Netflix films don't get the chance in the cinema.
Yeah.
You know, I'm still gutted I never got a chance to see Del Toro's Frankenstein in the cinema. I've not watched it on Netflix yet, but yeah, I would 100% have made the effort to see that at the flicks, and there's just no opportunity really for me.
Well, I definitely wanted to see Wake Up Dead Man because I didn't want, you know, a lot of the things I follow on Twitter and what have you, somebody would have spoiled it and gone, I can't believe such and such was the killer. Ugh.
Yeah.
So I wanted to go and see it, and I thoroughly enjoyed it. 2.5 hours absolutely flew by.
Adam said in relation to Dracula, I loved it. It was so odd. Luc Besson is a director I follow.
Yeah, we adore Luc Besson. We've always adored his stuff. Fifth Element, Leon, and, you know,
I don't think you've seen it yet. Have you? Anyone watched that Luc Besson movie, Dogman? Was it Dogman? Dogman?
I don't know.
I think it was called Dogman. I'm gonna have to have a look. But yeah, it was out on Blu Ray, and it kind of just disappeared. No one seemed to talk about it at all. And yeah,
you know, it's the familiar Dracula story that we know, but he's put this avant-garde kind of spin on it. It's like I say, it's almost comedic in places. It's a very strange watch. It's very different.
Yeah. Okay, I'm looking for this Dogman thing now. Yeah, there we go. Script right. Yeah, it was directed by him. Sorry, I've got pop-ups coming up. I will find it. I will screen share and where are we? It was Dogman. Yeah, it's from two years ago. There we go. Can you see that?
Yes, I can see that.
There's a bit of a trailer on there, but yeah, directed by Luc Besson. A boy bruised by life finds his salvation through the love of his dogs.
Which is Caleb Landry Jones, which is who plays Dracula.
There we go then.
Yeah. So there.
So I was keeping an eye on the Blu-ray coming down in price, but there's one that I just keep forgetting about that keeps going to the back of my head. So yeah, but it looks good.
I mean, Leon's in my top 10 of all time.
Yeah,
I enjoyed Subway. I enjoyed Big Blue. Angel A I didn't watch. What was the other one where he did that was the female hit woman? Not La Femme Nikita, the more recent one where she had blonde hair. What was that called?
I can't remember. But anyway, High Beans on Toast.
High Beans on Toast.
Yeah. There's a lot of love for the 80s cinema in the chat as well. Adam says, for me, the 80s cinema was the greatest era. Big J says, 80s, I was at the cinema every week. Nowadays, I rarely go to the cinema. Jeremy, 80s were a great time. Darren G, 70s, 80s, 90s, peak Hollywood. Cinema San, 70s and 80s was the golden age to grow up in. There we go. Did you see anything else this week, Glenn?
No, that was about it. We've, I mean, I'm booked for this week. I'm seeing Christie tomorrow. We've booked to go and see an 80s movie in a couple of weeks' time. A movie that I've watched 1 million times, but I've never seen it at the cinema.
Yeah.
So I can't wait to see that.
Sound. I'm going to just whiz through some comments here. We've got Kargi with us as well with the celebration thing on there. We've got Mel, Molecular Podcast. Good evening, Mel. Hope you're doing well. In relation to Dogman,
I didn't get a high there.
The one with Alice Cooper? Not sure. Was it Lucy? There we go.
No, that's not what I was thinking of. No, no.
You know what?
I'm
I've got IMDb up on here. I could have saved you, but
I'm wondering whether he directed it or just produced it.
might have done. Anna.
You'll know. Anna, that was it.
There we go.
That
Never
was
watched that. I never fancied the look of it. Don't know why.
Mm.
Adam says, Phil, I did not enjoy Dogma. Don't want to give spoilers. Not my kind of.
I'm assuming that's probably Dogman rather than Dogma.
Oh yeah, Dogman. No, I just, for me, I think some of his more recent stuff, it's kind of lost his edge with directing, as many directors do. I think to some extent Rodriguez has lost a bit of his edge as well with what he's been producing. As much as I love the director, his newer stuff just seems to be watered down for me anyway. Tom Gurr must be talking about Die Hard playing. Saw it in the cinema last year and it was my favourite of the year. There we go. Hint.
What we're talking about.
Anyway, is that all you watched?
All I watched, 3.5 films. That's pretty good for me.
That's right. I was going to shout out that I've not watched any films, but I've been digging into Stranger Things.
Okay.
So I'm only 3 episodes in. I've not managed to do all 4, but just getting back into it again, really, at the minute. So I hope the 4th episode kicks up a notch because it doesn't seem to move very far at the minute, but we'll see where it goes because there's quite a few episodes left.
It's a show I really like. I love the first season. Second season was out. I just feel like we've waited so long now. I kind of feel like the moment's passed. I'm sure I will go into it so I can actually finish it, but
I think you'll enjoy it. I'm enjoying it again. I like the vibe of it. And, I feel more into it having watched a couple more episodes. But
I've also watched the Drag Race UK final. That was this week. I won't give away spoilers because I know you guys all watch it who won, but I wanted that person to win. And Ink Master. That's been my week, really.
I'm going to whiz through what others have seen. Martin's reviews. Just watched Purge 1, 2, and 3 today, and I did Unlisted as well. Monster Squad started Stranger Things from the beginning already on the second season. Crikey, that's a mission to catch up with that if you're going for it before it ends.
See, I'm saying I've watched 3.5 films this week. They've watched 4 films in a day. Can't compete.
This week for me was just playing Trains and Automobiles, conserving my Christmas run for another week. So, part of me wants to kick this off this Game of Thrones again. Winter is coming. See, I want to kick off Lord of the Rings again, Christmas, New Year time. I don't know why. It's not Christmassy, but it just feels like a movie to watch Christmas, New Year. Anyway, Martin watched Abigail, which I really enjoyed, and Class of 1999. Where are we? Sorry, I'm losing track of everyone again. No, I've lost track completely, so I might skip back on here. Come on, Glenn, fill us in. Masterclass says, hey, Phil, can you confirm that you were in Prometheus? And if so, what was that like? Thanks. Yes, I did work on Prometheus, and it was fine. I wasn't there for long. I was one of the engineers that had the elephantine head things on, and it was a lot of running around in suits with motion capture dots all in the suits as well, and we were pretty much turned into holograms. And I got to sit in the engineer's chair at the end as well. So it was pretty cool. But it's probably one of my top geek moments from working on TV and movies to wander to the set and see the engineer's chair there and them to tell you you're going to be sat in that because you remember it from the original Alien film. So that was geek out moments for me.
It's iconic. Yeah.
I made this. I directed a music video for the guy who plays Wagner in Stranger Things. He had a rock band a while back. Stranger Things.
When you were saying about filling in, I was busy actually reading Ollie's messages. So, yeah.
Adam says, these directors you mentioned seem to water down the style to get a wider audience, but the unique style is what people were drawn to. I absolutely agree. The Fleece this week for me, Lawrence of Arabia, Ran by Kurosawa, and Brief Encounter. Trying to watch the important stuff, enjoyed them all, but they're being called one-time watchers.
Yeah, we were talking about that. I mean, I've talked about it in the past where I've kind of, rather than, you know, I need to go back through and kind of watch classics like Citizen Kane and things like that. I'll tell you what I did watch, actually, a couple of weeks ago, and I'd never seen it before, and I thought I was going to really enjoy it because it kind of ticked so many boxes in the build-up to it, and that was Sunset Boulevard.
Yeah.
And no, wasn't my bag at all. So that got called. That went straight away. Because I know a lot of people went crazy for the 4K when that was being released, but I watched my Blu Ray of it, and, you know, I love films that are about the making of films and stuff like that. And that kind of fell into that subject matter, but didn't do a lot for me. So that went. That was disappointing.
Fair enough. There we go. In relation to Prometheus, I made this as that's awesome, Phil. Beans and Toast, Prometheus was good. Mad Dog says, did you meet Ridley? I did, yeah. I'll tell you what, Ridley, he's great. He would, the guys in the engineers' costumes were kept sort of covered out of the way and in some easy ups at the side of the set, so we're kept comfortable because the suits were hot, so we had air conditioning easy ups within the soundstage. And every morning he'd come in, open the window and say hi, and he was great at remembering names as well, which was really special. But I've just flicked through my phone to find photo just of
there we go. Embiggen yourself.
Come on, I've got one.
Well, just use your foot. What's wrong with
There
you?
we go. Right.
Try harder.
That was. I can't really see. I was not focusing on my face.
No.
Me,
there was a closer up one than that.
Yeah. Right. Bloody thing.
Oh,
there we go.
There he is, look. Sitting there.
Oops.
Back to the future.
You got my looks that they wanted for Sherlock Holmes Game of Shadows.
Yeah, you were brilliant in that. You were really, really good in that.
Yeah. Yeah. Darren G, should the space jockey in Alien had remained a mystery, though? I don't know. I think I don't know. I'm not a fan of prequels and over-explaining things, so yeah, but I enjoyed it. Jeremy Carr, what is the most underappreciated job behind the scenes of filmmaking? I think being in charge of the extras and supporting artists, I think is quite underappreciated because those guys have a lot to wrangle. If it's a busy day on set and you've got a lot of extras, it's a job and a half to keep them all doing what they should do and keep them all together and on time and on set where they should be. I think that's one of the probably most difficult, underappreciated jobs. Because the
runners, assistants, they're just all these kind of people that are kind of forgotten about.
Yeah.
But while everybody's sat around, there's 1,000,001 people running around, making sure people are sat in the right place.
Yeah. It's crazy stuff as well. I mean, there's sometimes I've been on sets, there's that many extras that the extras kind of have their own director that would take care of them and make sure they're all doing what they should be doing and give them feedback on what they need to do. So they would obviously liaise with the main director, but the amount of times that the extras were having to be told, you're running away from the giant, you're not meant to be smiling, you're meant to be scared. And it's just crazy stuff like that.
Well, they just happen to be there, aren't they? I'm in a film, hey!
Yeah. And I tell you what, once I've seen that sort of thing on a set, when I watch movies as well, I tend to look at the background actors a hell of a lot because there's some crazy stuff that some of them do. It's absolutely ridiculous. But yeah, that was the fun thing. Sorry, just going through the... I made this as, have you seen American Movie Glenn? One of the best docs about making a movie. In fact, it's just one of the best movies ever made, in my opinion.
No, Ollie, I genuinely haven't.
There we go.
Well, I need to get on that then. I will track it down.
Big J says, did you buy anything from the Black Friday sales? I have.
You have?
Yes. Well, It wasn't the Black Friday. It was the Criterion Barnes and Noble.
In that case, yes, I have purchased from the Criterion Barnes and Noble. Yes.
Yeah. But then also I today ordered a couple of things from the Black Friday sales on Amazon US. So they should be coming in soon, hopefully. But it seemed a good deal. There's Starship Troopers and Heat, both 4K, and they're both $15 each. So yeah, I went in for them. So could be some time till they arrive. But
what made you go with the US one of Heat?
It was on offer at $15.
Right. Okay.
So I was like, yeah, we'll grab that. There wasn't anything particularly stand out about it. But yeah, The Fleece. What is your opinion on the running away from the wheel bit in Prometheus? I love the film, but I know it's a point of contention. It didn't bother me, to be fair. I knew it was coming because when I worked on Prometheus, I wasn't one of the named actors, so I didn't get sight of a script or anything. So I just did what I was told. But in the dressing room, where I had all my stuff and got dressed, someone had left a script behind on the table. So while I was waiting around to be called to set, I managed to read through the script anyway. So I knew what to
through that.
Yeah, you got to, haven't you?
Top secret for your eyes only. I'll have a bit of that. Thank you very much.
Yeah, absolutely. Jeremy Carr says, "Can you share another blockbuster story?" I may do one day, Jeremy. I can't blow my load all in one thing.
Yeah, I think he probably means that we both worked at Blockbuster.
Oh, okay. I thought it meant Blockbuster movies.
Sorry to rain on your parade.
It was all about me for a minute, Glenn.
Yeah, it was for a minute, wasn't it? Yeah. It's like it's your channel or something. Unbelievable.
Have you got a Blockbuster story there?
Quite a few, really. Blockbuster. Yeah, probably a few that I can't say on here as well. Yeah. Remember the manager at Ripley?
Yeah, vaguely.
Yeah.
I remember getting into trouble not getting into trouble for the assistant manager had to have a word with me because the manager had asked him to, because the manager had told me to do something, and the assistant manager asked me.
Did you dare question it?
Huh?
Had you dared question what was asked of you?
He told me to do something, and then the assistant manager said to me, "It's like, Phil, why didn't you do this? He asked you to do it." And he said, "If I ask you to do anything, you do it, no problem." I was like, he didn't say please. That was my reason. I just wouldn't do it because of his attitude. I'm like, I'm in charge. You will do what I say. And because I was quite young, I was like, I'm not doing what you say. You can ask me to do it and I will do it. You're going to tell me to do it and instruct me like I'm a slave. You can jog on. So yeah, I didn't get on with that man. He was a complete aubergine.
Aubergine emoji. Yes.
Yeah. You know what I'm saying. Guhaku says, "Hey Glenn, hey Phil. Not sure if it's getting dark early. It's felt like midnight since 4 p.m. Yes, it absolutely has. It's pitch black here, and I'm hoping that my ring light is enough because the main light is not. But anyhow, I just want to try to find my things so that." Have you made any pickups, Glenn? Have you? No.
Nothing. I went in HMV the other day, like I say, stood around chatting to that guy for about 20 minutes or so. Picked up One Flew Over the Cuckoo's Nest 4K, put it back down again. A couple of bits I picked up and just wasn't in a spending mood for whatever reason.
Very good.
I did buy some Christmas gifts, but that was it.
Yeah.
Nothing for myself.
Okay.
What about you?
Yeah.
Go on then.
I'm not sure if I want to sort of admit it. After all the pomp and all the videos that I do about certain topics and things like that, I break down sometimes. Sometimes I'll just go a little bit mad and just go backwards on everything that I see, everything that I say. And this is potentially one of those things. I got through the Jackie Brown 4K from Imprint.
No, you've not bought that.
No, I've not bought that really. It's a mock-up.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah.
Oh.
It got me. It got me.
Don't know why.
It's not big biscuit tin, Big Jace. It's a fat box.
It's a fat box, but it's got very little in it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So yeah, I got swayed in. I got swept away, and I got Jackie Brown in the fat box to go against my fat box Reservoir Dogs and fat box
Pulp Fiction. Yeah,
Pulp Fiction.
yeah. How much did that set you back?
I think it was about 60 quid. Or something
About
like that.
60 quid. Okay,
I think
then.
it was the shipping that really stuck that up. Yeah.
Yeah.
So that's what I bought.
So anybody watching Phil's videos from here on in, ignore everything that he comes out with.
Yeah.
Unbelievable.
It's just when the temptation takes you and you're just feeling a little bit frivolous and you just go for it. But I'm not too bad with it. It's a great movie, and sometimes I want nice editions of great movies. So,
is it a nice edition?
Huh?
Is it a nice edition?
Some great packaging, should I say? Then great packaging.
Yeah, yeah. So the same disc that's available in the 3 for £50 offer in HMV.
I'll tell you what.
Tell me. Go on, tell me what. With you,
I don't know because I've not even looked that closely at it. I've not even looked at what difference it was. It was just like, yeah, I want a big fat box for Jackie Brown. I would have loved to get a big fat box for Kill Bill films as well, but I don't know.
We're going to get that because it's going to get a whole bloody affair release, isn't it? So we're going to get
that at the time, though. At the time, I just held off because it was like, no, getting 3, that's getting silly. So I just thought, yeah, I'll just stick with Jackie Brown. Kill Bill is going to have to either wait or just stick with the standard editions because it would get just absolutely ridiculous. So I did hold back, but subsequently, as you say, they've announced the whole bloody affair. So I'm assuming that I'll get a big fat box from somewhere or Steelbook editions or whatever. So it might be a different edition to sit on the shelf.
Jeremy Carr, it is the same disc as the standard release, from what I was told.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
I'm not defending. I can't defend myself at all. It was a silly purchase.
It was a really good argument.
It was, but
I can defend. I can't defend myself, so I'm just not going to.
There's nothing to say. It's a silly purchase. Really, it was overinflated prices. And I paid for it. Sue me.
Good for you. As long as you're happy, that's all that matters.
Yeah, I'm happy with that. That's why it's sat on the desk rather than in my collection already.
Yeah.
Well, that arrived yesterday anyway, and I'll go with my Tarantino fat boxes, and hopefully a Kill Bill one will be on its way.
Cool.
Not the imprint ones, but the whole bloody affair ones when that finally drops. But yeah, that's all I physically have through in my hand. Made other purchases, but nothing else has arrived yet. So we'll see when that comes.
Indeed.
Mad Dog, do the streaming services offer discounts for Black Friday in the UK? I've not seen any knocking about. I've not seen any on Amazon, but I don't tend to look on there. iTunes, they just do the general drops every week, or price drops every week. But they do a festive countdown where they'll offer up one movie per day at a special price. So it's just a matter of waiting and seeing what they decide to drop. Today
was Wicked, wasn't it? Yeah.
Wicked was $4.99. Yesterday was Naked Gun. I think that they had for $4.99 as well.
Original or Liam Neeson?
Liam Neeson.
Right.
So that was a $5. So same price as a rental, basically. So yeah, I'm going to wait and see if anything pops up on there. But I've never seen them do Black Friday prices on any of the digital ones.
Specifically, yeah.
Unfortunately. Anyway, with my embarrassing pickup as well, I'm going to see what everyone else picks up as well.
And hopefully it's more embarrassing.
Toxic Avenger. Disappointing, but the best bit of the movie is the trailer. Honora, first boutique label Criterion. Good.
Excellent. Good. Yeah.
Morton's reviews. Michael. Oh, here we go.
Here we go. Brace yourselves. Take a deep breath, everybody. We're going in.
Right. My pick is Morton. Evolution. Welcome to America. Dog. Meet Joe Black, Castaway, Shining, Tombstone, Hellboy, Call of Darkness, Hellboy, 1917, Awakenings. I don't know if there's any continuation on that, but I'm sure
there's normally ... afterwards, isn't there, when there's another one? So that's mediocre for Morton this week, to be honest.
Yeah.
Pathetic. What you been doing? Unbelievable.
Says Fatbox. Cranston Knight says, yep, but the box is bigger. Absolutely. Cargie, I got a few family movies. I enjoy some animated movies. Who Framed Roger Rabbit, Ratatouille, Mouse Hunt, Treasure Planet, Ferris Bueller's Day Off, and Men in Black 1, 2, 3 back. Some okay ones in there.
Very good films, yeah.
Yeah. Bins on Toast ordered Turtles trilogy and then Glorious Bastards from Arrow. I want to check that out soon. Hopefully. Looking forward to watching it again. Jerry Chia also got the
Ninja Turtles trilogy.
Huh?
Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles trilogy. You're looking forward to again, definitely. Yeah.
Jerry Chia also got the Avengers Assembled box set 1 for 4K Black Friday sale. There's been a few reasonable prices in the US for 4K, to be honest, but not much in the UK.
Over here, no.
Mad Dog says most of the ones here offered 50 to 75% off for 2 or 3 months for new subscribers. The streaming services, the only one that I see offer on is Paramount. Paramount Plus had an offer on, but no one watches Paramount Plus, really. I don't think they've got enough content on there.
Paramount Plus, they try and give away free with various different things, don't they? Do you want a new phone contract? Have Paramount Plus. I don't want Paramount Plus. Have it. It's free.
Johnny Carrot had said Paramount Plus did half price for Black Friday in the UK. I only know because I bought it.
Fair enough.
I did 1 year as well, and I just didn't use it enough. I don't think there was enough on there to keep me going back year after year.
My only issue is going to be with because UFC's going across to Paramount.
Oh, are they?
So there's a potential that I might have to go in for it. But
yeah. I made this. I picked up Idiot Box from Severin on Black Friday, signed by Alex Winter 2.
Nice.
Morton, Glenn, I just paid $142 for shipping on my Scream Factory order. So there's no more ordering that don't count my taxes and import fees.
$142 just for shipping. Good grief.
That's got to be a fair number of titles or a fair size. It's
Let's hope it's that Doom box set with the bag of sand in it.
I think if it's it mentioned Scream Factory to me, so I'm assuming a lot of the size.
It actually said Scream Factory in that.
Yeah, I thought the size will come from the posters that come with them. So that's going to. I know it's not that much bigger, but
$142 just in shipping.
Yeah.
There we go. It was 15 movies with 2 posters.
Yep.
Lordy Lord.
It's I mean, I've only ever sort of imported 4 or 5 titles in the same package, and that was about $25 for shipping. But 15 is obviously pushing it over certain thresholds.
You're not a professional purchaser, you see, like Morton. That's the difference.
That's it. It's I think it's just a matter of splitting it down and considering the size of the package, and I don't know where their cutoff is between small parcel, medium parcel, or large parcel, and how that affects the pricing. I don't know on there. Cranston Knight says, when Phil orders more big boxes, he might as well buy DHL's air freight business. I've not got that many. Not anymore.
Not anymore.
Johnny Carrot Heed says, Paramount Plus, South Park and Beavis and Butthead to catch up on, and Landman want to watch. It looks like rare gems, but they look rare. Fair. There we go. Right. Let's see if I've got any more questions. Morton's reviews did ask earlier. I've ignored him so far. Will Phil and Glenn be buying the 4K Day of the Dead from Germany? I will not.
No, I will not.
It's not a movie that sort of sticks out to me.
I've still got my original Arrow release where it had the white box and you could change the covers that you slid inside it and stuff. I think I've got 3 of them. Dawn of the Dead, Day of the Dead, and Maniac Cop, maybe.
Yeah, that was the window one. Mad Dog says cinemas should do more retro sessions. Not sure why they seem to neglect this, at least in my neighbourhood.
Yeah, we've noticed a little bit more. We are getting more retro things, aren't we?
Yeah.
I noticed Die Hard 2 advertised at Odeon. We're obviously watching The Shining. There's a few other bits and bobs that are coming back out, aren't they?
Yeah, I'm glad. It seems to have one every couple of weeks or something like that. It seems to be something, but hopefully it continues. Woody says, Glenn, touching on what you said about many don't seem interested in films these days, I think some of it is people watch so many videos on their phones, they seem desensitized.
Maybe. I think as well it's the kind of, like we said about the streaming kind of generation of, you sit down and watch something on Netflix and you get half hour and you think, oh, I'm not bothered about that. So you switch it off and then you go to something else. And I think people's attention spans aren't there anymore, really.
Yeah.
TikTok and things like that. It's kind of like immediate stuff and move on to the next thing and move on to the next thing. And, I know people that just watch a lot of films for the sake of watching a lot of films because they want to kind of, oh, I've seen that. Or what did you think to it? Well, it was all right. And there's no kind of depth to it. They just kind of like, I don't understand why they watch it when they're not that bothered about it.
Yeah. Slipknot fan says, who is everyone's favourite South Park character? Mine is Butters.
I would always say Cartman, to be honest.
I'm a Slipknot fan to some extent, is Butters, but I also like an appearance by Timmy. Just because the comedy gold that comes from his appearances.
Yeah. Cartman always gets the best lines for me.
One says it was over $200 for all the movies.
Oh, right. Okay. So
15 movies.
So $342 for 15 movies and 2 posters.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, congratulations on your lottery win. Feel free to send some this way.
Yeah. Darren G, what's the film you want to see on 4K the most?
What hasn't had a 4K release that really should? I mean, for such a long time, we were banging on about like The Abyss and True Lies and things like that, and they've all kind of come to fruition now.
Yeah.
There's got to be other movies like that that have just lingered on DVD or Blu-ray.
Sometimes I'm not bothered about if it's 4K. I just want the film to be better cared for and have an upgrade. I mean, we're just going back to the same stuff as we mentioned before, stuff like Grosse Pointe Blank. I'm not bothered that it's 4K, but give it a rescan, give it a zhuzh, and give us a better quality edition on there. I'm trying to think if there's any. I think you've got to be careful with if they're heavily CGI'd or anything like that, because that's going to show worse, I think, on some 4K as well. I want to see stuff like Out of Sight on 4K and things like that, but then they're meant to look gritty.
We've got Out of Sight on 4K, haven't we?
Yeah. Just see what everyone else has made. Oh, yeah, Jeremy's come out with one. There we go. Dusk Till Dawn 4K, I'd love to see.
Well, that had an announcement this week, didn't it?
Yeah.
From Dusk Till Dawn.
Yeah. Woody says 4K Armageddon. Could look great. Biggs on Toast says, I wouldn't mind Little Monsters on 4K. I thought that was a great movie as well. I think
I should have done that year in the week, didn't I? That they announced there was a 4K from Dusk Till Dawn coming out.
Well, because I sent you it had upgraded. You say that, Jeremy, about Dusk Till Dawn 4K. Apparently,
that's what it was.
Digital copy on Apple is upgraded to 4K. I've not checked it out yet, but yeah.
I thought about that morning, and then online that afternoon, I saw that. So I think it's definitely happening.
Cinema San says Deliverance needs a good 4K. Blu-ray is not great. Jerry Cheer would go for The Rock and Con Air. There's a lot of Jerry Bruckheimer stuff on there that Jerry Bruckheimer produced. That could look great. Yeah. Jeremy says, oh dear, really? I missed that announcement.
Oh dear. Is that how you spell dear?
Huh?
Is that how you spell dear these days?
Yeah, it is.
SHIT. Yeah. Oh, right. I've been spelling it wrong all this time.
Absolutely. But Anyway, I think we're rounding to the end of this live stream because we've been
rambling on incoherently for quite a long time. Yes.
Yeah. So apologies if I missed anyone's questions. I kind of got a little bit lost in it then when we've been rabbiting about anything and everything. I mean, I even had other props to show you and talk about as well, but not needed them.
Props?
Yeah, I've got other stuff that
props,
I'm going to show.
Different outfit, masks. You were doing it all, weren't you?
Yeah. Johnny Carrotade says Dust Till Dawn's on Paramount Plus. That doesn't have anything, by the way.
Yeah.
Is it 4K though, Johnny?
Johnny Carrotade. Johnny Carrotade.
Yes. But have you got anything else you wanted to add there, Glenn?
Well, we need to do the scoreboard thing, obviously. I won't be with you next week.
Yeah.
Next week I am not with you. I have family commitments. So I don't know what you're planning.
We'll see.
I would think it'd be a bearded American person.
I don't know.
Buys everything. Oh, right. Okay.
I had something else in mind, but thank you for putting that one out.
All right.
Anyway.
Yeah. So when I return the following week, I'll have a nice new big tattoo as well. So that'll be my purchase of the week. That'll be my pickup of the week that I'll be able to show you.
Anyway, shut up. I'm doing the top 10.
Do it then.
So number 10 on our list of top fans. Number 10, we have Jerry Cheer. Number 9, we've got Cranston Knight. Number 8, we've got Darren G. Number 7, lucky number 7, we've got Adam. Straight in at 6, we've got Slipknot fan. 5, we've got Mon. Number 4, all the way from down under, we've got Mad Dog.
Well done, Mad Dog.
3, we've got Woody. Number 2, we have Big Jace. And at number 1, despite the super chat, Jeremy held his crown. Jeremy's at number 1.
Was that an actual super chat then? Because it came up in green, didn't it?
I'm not sure.
Yeah.
I'm not sure what happened, but
that should have wiped the cheeky little face off Jeremy Carr automatically, but it just hasn't done.
JB was here, who left the super chat, standing at number 12.
Random. Very random.
Very strange. Very strange. But yes, anyway, thank you all for joining us. Hope this stream has been randomly okay, because it was quite random, I think.
Quite random. Yeah.
But until
random
next
and
time, rambling.
Yeah,
we'll try and get a topic for next week or something. Oh, no, you're not here. Oh.
Yeah, I won't care.
Anyway.
Well, enjoy anyway.
Everyone. And everyone watching for the US, I forgot to say earlier, but I hope you had a really nice Thanksgiving. And
very true.
Now your Christmas countdown can begin. But don't forget the Cyber Monday sales. Shop smart, boys and girls. Shop smart. Anyway, until next time. Ta-ra.
Bye.
Well, I have a microphone and you don't.
So you will listen to every damn word